This tutorial is over the Sandcat web application scanner. Um, Basically, it allows you to search for and possibly it might give you evidence of how to solve problems with your website. It's mostly used for like web developers and companies that deal with maintaining, updating websites. Some of the top 10 vulnerabilities that it allows you to scan through is unvalidated input, broken access control, broken authentication and session management, cross-site scripting, buffer overflow, injection flaws, improper error handling, insecure storage, application denial of service, and insecure configuration management. Just to show an example of how this works, I'll go ahead and start off with the base www.host1.com example here. And what we do is, first of all, we go up to this first field up here that's blinking, and we'll just click in there and type in the website that we want to scan on. Once we type in the website, we decide which port we want to run on. In this case, we'll just go with the standard port 80. And to mitigate any denial of service attempts or anything, we'll go up to the scan method. And we'll choose out no denial of service. That's what the DOS stands for. Make sure that's on. And last, we'll go ahead and start the scanner, and this will start off the process. As you notice in the bar here, it shows you a current duration of how long your scanner has been running. And just below that, it gives you an approximation of time left. Since it's still in the process of actually performing the scan, it's not going to be very valid at this point. As it continues on running, you can see that it's doing all its checks, and it's determining which are how much of the pie chart of the current total number of scans are coming up as high priority. And over here you can see the medium side. You notice that it's the medium vulnerabilities are way outnumbering the highs, and it's still continuing on with the scans. Once this completes, it'll give you the option to save the file as a HTML page, which you can review at your later pleasure, which I'll go ahead and pause right now, and I'll bring it back once it's complete. As you can see, the scan has not quite completed. The duration has been running for over 6 hours now. I just want to point out a couple things before I end this tutorial. Let's see. For starters, you see these tabs up here: general, messages, vulnerabilities, crawling, and threads. Well, we've been used to seeing the general tab, where you get a composite of what low, medium, and high, how they fit onto the pie chart and what areas they take up. Well, we're going to go over to the messages, and as you can see, it tells you step by step that it's saving scan data for starters, and then it's submitting vulnerability reports to the main graphical user and interface. And then it moves on down the line. We'll move over to the vulnerabilities tab. As you can see, we'll just go for the common file directory exposure, and it'll show you here in this middle box here, saying it'll explain to you what the vulnerability is, and sometimes it'll even give you a solution, which in this case it doesn't. We'll move on over to the crawling tab, and just tells you what links you have been to, and that's about it for there. We'll move on over to the threads tab. It's also telling you step by step, and it's more specific than the messages tab was. As we scroll down, you'll see that it's saying like requesting trust is done, requesting TS web is done, requesting UDrive is done, UD public done, etc. I'm probably not going to be able to have enough time to go ahead and show you the completed stage, since it's been running for 6 hours now and it's only up to not even 10%. It doesn't even look like it's through the application checks. So I just wanted to point out one other thing. If in this case, like what I'm experiencing, you're going to run out of time and you would like to start up the scan again at another time, we can go up here to the file, go down to pause, and our checks are paused until we start them up again. To start them up, we will just go back here to the pause button, click it, and the scan is starting again. Other than that, that should about complete my tutorial, and thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you.